Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
Got the wrong guy. The dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
Because we here in Canada hate you and hope for bad things for you because we hate you.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their courtroom.
The fireworks are not done.
Now we're getting commentary on the case.
Hello?
Hello, hi, good afternoon, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Yes, hi, Dwayne. My name is Selena, and I'm calling from the fulfillment department here at Your Choice Getaways.
Hey,
how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's wonderful. I have some good news for you.
Oh. What's that?
Yes, sir. It looks like you purchased insurance on that vacation package you bought a few years ago.
Okay.
Because of that, I'm obligated to replace everything with our 2025 VIP package. And as a gift, we are including 2 round-trip airline tickets. Now, grab a pen and a piece of paper, and I'll go over what you have.
Okay, hang on 1 second. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, this pen is not working. Let me grab another one. Just 1 second.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, well, you have your sweet.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. First, you have a 4-day, 3-night stay in Las Vegas.
Is night, I'm bad at spelling, is night N or K? Is it the knife that has a K at the front?
No, N.
N, okay. 4-day, 3-night.
Mm-hmm. Stay in Las Vegas.
Okay.
With the option to stay either on or off the strip.
Oh, man. Which one would you prefer? I mean, like, if you were choosing, which
Me?
one? Yeah.
You want to know what I would choose?
I don't know which one would be better.
Definitely on the strip.
Okay. So.
I mean, that's if you like to have fun. You'll want to be on the strip.
Now, having not been there, strip sounds sort of racy. Is it? Why do they call it? Is it like, I've heard of New York strip, I've heard of like other strips, but
yeah, I mean, like, it has like a lot of casinos.
Mm-hmm.
It has a lot of casinos, and also it's just a lot of fun on the strip. But the only thing that I will tell you to be careful with is the women, because the women, they have women there, trying to get men attention. Oh. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Yes.
Is it not like a family type scene? Because I am married.
You're married? Okay, so if you are married, the best thing to do is to stay off the strip. I mean, but if you guys like to gamble, yes, off the strip.
Off, okay. I'm underlining off here on my notes. Off the strip.
Yes, please stay off the strip because those women are aggressive.
Wow, don't want that.
Okay, so off the strip. Okay. And now, second, you have a 4-day, 3-night stay in Orlando, Florida.
You get both, or I have to choose? I thought I just had the off strip choice. Is this a second?
Yes.
So am I choosing between New York, what was it, Las Vegas and Orlando?
Oh, no. You receive both. But if you want to switch one out, you can. Like, if you don't want to go to Orlando, we could try to find something else, because this package is 100% customizable. So you don't have to go to Florida. We could try to find something else, another state that you want to, So we can customize it for you. No problem. Thank you so much. Yes, it is good. And also, you have an 8-day, 7-night, all-inclusive cruise.
Do you say cruise?
Yes, sir. Have you ever been on a cruise before?
I have not.
No. Okay, so it's really fun. It's a lot of fun, and they also have like little casino games on the cruise ship as well. I don't know if you like to gamble sometimes.
Do they have a strip there as well?
Oh no, no strip. No, it's perfectly family fun there. They have like activities you can do with your kids. Like they have like little they have a pool on some of the cruises and slides so they can slide down in the pool. They have like a lot of different things you can do. It's really fun.
Do they have like a weather observation deck or anything like that?
Weather observation?
I like looking at the clouds. So I'm not a weatherman, but I like looking at clouds and like sort of pretending that I am. I'll be like, oh, there's a cumulus nimbus and things like that. So it would just.
Oh. Okay. Well, yes, you can look into the clouds. You can either go out on the deck and look directly up in the sky, or from your cabin, you could open the window and lift up the shade and look out at the clouds. You can do that. Or if you have a cabin that has a deck, you can go out on the deck and look at the clouds as well.
You said the 8 day, 7 night, would that be a cabin that has do they have like star, what is it called? The roof that you could look up and look through? They have those?
Oh, the stargazing roof?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but I can find out. No one ever asked me that. Stargazing roof. So you really like stars? I
do. I like to think that there's one of them named after me. So.
Okay. A star named Dwayne?
Yes. Somebody gave me a gift that they named the star after me, and it says it's like in copyright form at the U.S. Patent Office or something. I don't know what that means, but they named the star after me. I just don't know which one it is, so I'm just looking for it.
Who did Dwayne? Are you serious? You're pulling my leg right now.
Yeah, they didn't yet, but I hope somebody does that at some point.
Oh my God, you're something else.
Hey,
okay, so Mr. Dwayne.
Yeah.
Are you really interested in your package? Are you really interested in this package?
Yes, I'd actually like a hurricane cruise, if you have any of those, that will take you to the side of the hurricane so you can see it from ground level, like out in the ocean. Not where it's dangerous on land, but just when it's just waves and stuff. That was too much. Bummer. Didn't get to the good stuff yet. All right. Well, I tried. I did what I could. All right, welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. It's great to have you here this afternoon. I'm sorry. That call came in right as I went live. I was worried it was going to take too long to transition. But, man, 4-day, 3-night Las Vegas. Apparently off-strip is where to go. Off-strip, which is different than strip. Yeah, it's important that you get the order right. But good to know. Welcome. We like to have fun here. Hope you enjoyed that one. She was nice. I almost felt bad at the end. I'm like, oh, she's so good at what she does. Honestly, if she would just apply herself in a career that wasn't a scam, I think she would go far, really far. But all right. Will it run? Thank you very much. Appreciate it. How many subs did you just lose? None. Well, maybe a couple. Let's see. 66958. 66957. We lost one, apparently. Not into the prank phone calls. All right. Welcome back to the Court of Public Opinion, where we normally follow true crime and take spam calls. How do they not have Dwayne flagged as a do not call? Probably because there are so many companies that just... It takes more effort to remove someone from the list than it's worth on their time. They'd rather just call somebody else because they get commissions based on everything else. All right, chat is on screen now, right? Chat is on screen. Angela, the verdict came in on which one? Are you talking about yesterday's? Yes, it came in yesterday. So we're not going to Vegas. Apparently, I didn't make it to the closer yet, so I didn't get the opportunity to buy the whole package. Technically, it would be a live true crime channel. I'm a little bit late. Because I was at the store buying two things. Mrs. R.A. got me the cookies. She got one of the cookies I asked for. The other one was out. Selena Gomez is gone. I guess all the Selena Gomez Oreo cookies have been sold out. So I missed that. But she did get me 2 other limited edition Oreo cookies. And I just went to the store and bought 3 more Oreo cookies so we could have a variety for the test tonight. And I also got some milk because you can't have Oreos without milk. So if you want to see me try 5 varieties of Oreo cookies, some of which my kids have their eyes on, join us tonight on the podcast, 8 o'clock on this channel for the Not Relevant podcast, just having a little bit of fun and tasting some food and seeing how it goes. All right. Let's see. I was interested in the hurricane package you're inquiring about. That's where they hang up on you. It's like, I'd like to take a cruise into a hurricane. Can you hook me up? The Selena Gomez cookies were amazing. Oh, I should have. I saw them, and I should have, and I didn't, and I'm regretting it. Been out for like 2 months. That's why they're sold out. Yeah. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. We were doing a little court hopping today as we don't have a major case to follow currently, but we're keeping our eye out on that and see if we can find something. Judge Middleton doing some arraignments. So we're going to bring him up first. I don't know who won the internet, by the way. Who was first? I missed that. Studio X30.
I told you I was going to give you 10 days jail if you didn't do what I asked you to do, and you did none of it. Potentially, you could get the balance of 93 days, which is 89 days. So the allegation is that you failed to report to your probation officer after February 1st of 2017. You failed to appear for your probation violation arraignment.
Okay. Josh says we have to back up on this one. It looks like it's a good one. Got a few minutes of it here. We were a little bit behind. We just started when it was live, but we're going to go back a little bit. Okay, here we go. This is where we're starting. Thank you, Josh, for this one. I jumped here before I saw that, but pinned my last message so we don't have to type in chat. Let me find it. Greeners, congratulations. You won the internet. Red Pen just outed you. Congratulations. Everything IP related worldwide is your responsibility until we go live again next time, which will probably be tomorrow morning. So in addition to making timely, witty, and approved humorous responses in chat, please take care of the internet for everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Stickley, for joining us. I set 145 thinking that was going to be ahead of your other arraignments, but apparently, so are you doing those at 1:30?
Yeah, they do them at 1:30, and normally we, like on a day like today, Your Honor, we would have been done, but we had a couple
sorry for the
special customers.
Well, I would have probably sent it later, but all right, thank you.
I want to hear about the special customers.
Us. This is an old file. It's 163281. People versus Tyler Loy. Tyler Lee Loy. Is that you, sir?
Yes, it is.
All right. In 2016, you were charged with domestic assault on your partner, Amanda Quinn. You gave her a fat lip, and we spent a lot of time on this matter.
That's not okay.
I did a judgment of sentence on January 23rd of 2017. I sentenced you to 12 months probation with the possibility that you could get off probation after 6 months. Yeah. I lifted the no contact provision so that you could have contact with Ms. Quinn. And yes. I did a fine of $285 after I applied your bond. I also gave you 14 days jail credit for leaving 10 days to serve, and I deferred those 10 days. I also ordered that you not engage in any assault or threatening behavior, and you do our anger management class. I put you on the probation, and then you promptly disappeared. So we set in fact, I don't know that you ever did anything. We set a probation violation hearing for June of 2017. You didn't show up for that, and they issued a bench warrant for your arrest. And I've been maintaining that bench warrant for 9 years ever since. Done a couple internet searches to look for you. I think we even sent an order to show cause at one time. Anyway, recently you got arrested. How did you come to get arrested?
I was just at a stoplight, just driving the motorcycle, and I was just sitting at the stop sign, and then a cop just started running at me, so I just put my hands up.
And where was this?
Like right off of M60.
9 years on the road.
M60 where?
Like Cass, towards Cass.
So did you get arrested in Cass County?
Honestly, I don't even know where I was. I'm a caretaker for the victim that we're talking about. She's paralyzed, so I'm a 24-hour caregiver for her. And I was just taking an hour break like I do on a day. So either I'll go out and I'll go to the store or go do stuff, or I'll go ride the bike real quick for an hour, and then I have to go back because she's paralyzed. She can't get out of bed. And that's all I was doing. I was just going for a ride, and I was gone for 30 minutes, and then he pulled me over. And then that's why I did, and he said nothing.
Did you get a ticket for anything?
No, I didn't get pulled over for doing any violations. He said that he just seen me driving by and he ran my tags, and then my tags came up. And I told him I didn't even know nothing about this, because what happened was when you assigned me to probation, I came to the first 3 meetings and I paid the lady at the window, but every time I showed up, there was no probation officer there. So the lady would have me sit in the chair by her window, and I sat there for like 15 minutes, and I did that 3 different times. And so where I would go there and I would pay, and then they kept telling me that the probation officer had issues or something. They didn't tell me exactly, but he never showed up. So then on the 3rd one, I informed her at the window. I was like, I don't live in Michigan. I don't know anything about Michigan. I live in Indiana. When this happened, I still lived in Indiana. So I wrote her down my address, and I gave her everything I could, and I showed her my ID, and she said, if we have any more questions, we're going to send you mail to this address. Well, I waited and like a month or 2, and then I ended up calling to the courthouse, and they said there's no warrants or nothing on me. So I was like, okay. I just didn't know what, so I waited and waited and waited, and then about 3 years after that, I went and I bought a house. So that's where my new address has been the whole time, is the house that me and Amanda had purchased.
What's your new address?
My new address is
123 Sesame Street, Anywhereville, USA. 12345.
I looked up 58177 apartment 3, Elkhart, Indiana.
Oh, sorry, Judge. I can only do so much.
Lowell Street at one time?
Lowell Street. Oh, yeah, that was when I was 18. I was 18 and 19 when we bought that. That was before I think this happened. The address, I'm pretty
your
sure
probation agent had cancer. And she was very ill for a period of time, and she finally succumbed to it. So she wasn't always here. But you just went off the radar. You didn't finish paying your fines and costs. You never did the anger management class. And they gave me the probation file, so let me see what that shows.
Because that's when I asked the lady, she said that she was going to send me letters, and either she gave me 3 options. She's like, most likely what will happen is we'll send it to Elkhart and we'll try to get you moved there since you live there and you keep coming here. And then she said, or since we've had so many problems, we'll have you finish paying off and then we'll move on from there. And she said there was 3 options. I was just waiting for the letter, and after so many months went by, I called. And the lady at the courthouse, she didn't say anything about me having to continue. So that's why I left my the address with the 30106 Wolf.
Yes.
And I said, if you have any problems, then let me know there. But then I think
which they did. They sent you a letter. They had a hard time getting your intake done, and they finally got it in February and went over everything. Then you didn't show up in February, and they sent a delinquency notice to Wolf Road. You didn't show up in March, they sent a delinquency notice. You didn't show up in April, they sent a delinquency notice. Then we set a hearing called an order to show cause for June. I don't know where they sent that to. Let's see if I can tell.
It should be Wolf Avenue, not Wolf Road, because we've never gotten any mail. I promise you, I'd have took care of it. I've done so much stuff. I've gotten everything straight. I've been working everything. But yeah, the person we're talking about, Amanda, she's actually at home right now. She's with my children. She can't move. She has Guillain-Barré syndrome. I've been getting paid through the government to take care of her. After we did the jail thing and I figured everything out, I thought I figured it out. I guess I didn't. We had ended up getting her in 2017 and signed up in Oakland. They figured out she had schizophrenia, all that other stuff. So we've been taking care of all that for all those years. And then around 2021 or 22 is when she got Guillain-Barré syndrome and she became paralyzed and she can't get out of bed anymore. So I've been taking care of her ever since then.
Well, essentially, we haven't heard from you, according to the notes in the file, since February of 2017.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought we were all done after I talked to that lady. I didn't know.
We never even got started. They did you did your intake. Also gave him information to get signed up for the anger management classes at the day reporting center. He may wish to do the classes in Elkhart since he lives down there and they would be closer. He works at Lippert and gets out of work by 2:30, has to pick up his kids at 3:30, may have a hard time getting here by 4 o'clock. He would need to talk to Daniel, his probation officer, about this. That was in February of 2017. Then we never saw you again.
Yes, sir. Like I said, I thought I was done. I didn't know. I'm very sorry.
Well, you're trying to resurrect something that happened 10 years ago. You basically, you just went back to Indiana and we never saw you again. I ordered a 10-day jail sentence that was deferred. I could order up to 93 days. So let's talk about what happened. They set a probation violation arraignment, which you never showed up for. We sent it to 30106 Wolf Avenue, Elkhart, Indiana.
Who's caring for this lady right now?
574-46516-674-9546. They tried calling you. They sent you some mail. We never heard from you again. So I've had this warrant out for 9 years for you doing nothing that you were supposed to do on this probation. But now, 10 years have passed since the incident. She needs your daily care, and me putting you in jail for 90 days would certainly be a definite hardship for your family.
Yeah, and I didn't want to mess up when I got here, and I didn't want to call her because they said I couldn't call the victim, but I was freaking out because that's who I take care of every day. And the lady,
I lifted the no contact provision way back when.
Okay.
I allowed you to have contact with her. I let you out of jail. I deferred 10 days of jail, offered to take this off your record if you completed the probation, offered to cut the probation period in half from a year to 6 months, and you paid me back by giving me the finger and never showing up again. You showed up for your intake.
Did they have proof that I showed up? Did they have proof that I showed up those 3 times?
No, there's no indication you were. But yeah, before then, you showed up between
the first and second and third day.
Yes.
Because I know I showed up 3 different times in 3 different months to pay and to go to my meeting, but every time she wasn't there. I was just so confused. I've never been in trouble like this before. I never done anything. So when I thought like that they were doing all that in the court and then her not showing up and then you said everything, I didn't know. That's why I asked. I asked her if we could get it switched. And she said, possibly since you've been coming, we'll just cut it and then you'll have to pay the fee or we'll switch it and then you'll have to keep going. And I waited, and I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I waited and waited, and then we ended up buying a house after years later because like everything we thought was done. I really didn't mean to, just dip out on you guys like that. I thought I was truly done.
Well, 90 days from now, minus 4, would be 30, 60, sometime in early December. No, mid-December, before Christmas. Anyway, let's go back to square one. The allegation is that you violated your probation by failing to report. Probation violation hearing was set for June.
I'm sorry.
Which you never showed up at. And we haven't found you in 9 years, and you got accidentally arrested. Failed to report, failed to contact, failed to have any intake appointments since February 1st of 2017. So anything you did before that was before we actually did the intake. So you never finished paying your fines, you never did the anger management class, and you been AWOL for 9 years. All right, I'm going to show you plead not guilty.
Because when we initially got it done, she came in and I thought she explained Stop. Sorry.
You totally dropped the ball on this, and anything that you say now is just a pale excuse for the fact that you blew off your probation 10 years ago. I'm trying to give some consideration because your girlfriend, did you ever get married?
Yeah, I mean, no, we didn't get married because she ended up getting paralyzed, and we're literally just getting our lives built back to where everything's normal. Like, we're not struggling with bills anymore. We're not, you know what I mean? Everything's not like horrible. We're actually on top. I got my license. I've got my motorcycle license now. I've got my CPR license. Like, I've done so much stuff. I 100% truly didn't mean to do this to you guys. And like, I called the check to make—
Stop whining about it. You did mean to do it. You just blew it off. Now, you've changed your life in the last 10 years, but you got frustrated because you had to wait 15 minutes before your probation officer could see you because she was dealing with cancer. And then you never showed up again after February 1st of 2017, despite numerous letters that we sent to your house. We scheduled it for a hearing, and they sent it to 301064656, which is the address that you gave us. You didn't show up for the probation violation hearing, so a bench warrant issued for your arrest. I'm going to show that you're going to plead not guilty to the probation violation. I'm going to appoint an attorney. Your original attorney was John Bush, who is still practicing. I'm still here. Daniel Frazine is still here. Gina Wagner is not. Now, my fear is if I let you out of jail, you're going to bug out on me again, and I have to hold this open for another 10 years. You need to take care of this.
Ankle monitor.
I'll give you all my address I live now. I'll give you my phone numbers.
What? All right, well, we're going to need all that.
I'll give you my job numbers.
All right, well, where do you work?
I work at Black Pearl Life Care.
What is that?
The caretaking service for the elderly or disabled.
Man.
All right. My original thought is just going to leave you in jail until such time as we could schedule a hearing. Because
I promise you I'll come back. I just didn't know.
You did know, so stop saying that. You're going to talk me into giving you 90 days in jail. What I got in mind is trying to work out weekends or something so there can be care for your girlfriend, who you went with for 10 years but never got married.
Yeah, because I haven't been away from her since she's got sick. Not one day, not 24 hours, not 5 hours.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I've been worried all night.
All right, I don't know what that date for the PV is yet. I'm going to set, originally, like I said, I was going to let you set. I'm going to set a PR bond. Need address and phone information.
It sounds like the DV happened before she became paralyzed, which doesn't make it better. But I'm just trying to
I
put
told
the
you I
timeline
was going to
together.
give you 10 days jail if you didn't do what I asked you to do, and you did none of it. And potentially, you could get the balance of 93 days, which is 89 days. So the allegation is that you failed to report to your probation officer after February 1st of 2017. You failed to appear for your probation violation arraignment, or ever after that, try to contact anybody after February of 2017. Then I had this warrant. I made a couple efforts over the years. 2017, some notes. 2024, I found an old address.
I think the judge personally did the
2017
Googling.
is when I bought my house at the 57588.
Trying to mute out these addresses.
Give me that again.
123 Sesame Street.
Indiana. I'm sorry, 46517.
Lots of numbers.
57588.
BEST, Best Avenue.
57588.
Yes.
All right. You got to get out of jail, and you're going to appear for your next court hearing, or I'll set bond at like $9 million and send somebody down to get you. You're going to bring closure to this.
I'll be there.
You're more mature, and it wasn't a not inconsequential assault. There were pictures of it. She had a big fat lip. We spent a lot of time talking to her. She gave a lot of victim input. She was in your corner. I lifted the no contact provision, but basically I sentenced you on January the 5th, no, January 23rd. You came a couple times between January 23rd and February 1st, and then we never saw you again. All right, so they're going to give you a $500 PR bond. I originally thought I was just going to leave you in jail and have this hearing on Tuesday, but I don't want her to be in a precarious position.
I thank you for that.
And, but there's going to be a consequence to this, which may be 5 weekends in jail or 89 days. We'll see where we're headed. But this is not going to be very hard to prove. The allegation is you failed to appear, and you failed to appear for 9 years. All right. I don't know what date I'm going to see you, but we will see you
when we see
and we'll get notice to Mr. Bush, and we'll get notice to you that you need to appear for.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're good to go. I'll be seeing you.
Thank you, Honor.
Thank you, Keith. Same judge, same probation officer, same defense attorney, same complainant. Everybody's here except Gina, who might have been able to fill in some of the gaps, but the bottom line is he just never showed up again. So we'll get John Bush on board, set a probation violation hearing, and see where we go from there. Thank you. All right, now
Pantuflay,
I
thank you
need
very
Tim
much.
George, Jordan Harden, and they were both had circuit court obligations, I think, also. So they're trying to cover
I got a package in the mail.
everything. I'm going to break wherever I am
At the PO.
for a competency hearing with Rhonda Ives because Rhonda Ives is so difficult to schedule. Yes, thank you.
It's from New York, Jamaica, New York. It's
Close that room out.
Do you need this one?
That's a probation file. Put that in the probation cubbyhole.
I mean,
Priscilla brought that up for me. All right, we're back in hurry up and wait mode. I'll shut the record off.
Yes,
While we hurry up and wait.
When he says shut the record off, he...
You have popcorn or anything out there for the people waiting?
No, I pretty much ate all my turkey.
Are you working at the fair at all?
No.
It's a
Are you going to the fair?
It's,
Yes, sir.
you can sort of see through it.
You should take Angelique. She's never been.
I am meeting a couple of my friends.
You should take Corey, Casey Straw. Your friend. When are your friends coming in? Saturday?
Last I heard, tomorrow.
Oh. All right, we're on standby here. Thank you for your patience, everyone.
It's a receiving blanket. It's a pickle receiving blanket. Oh, it's so soft. Do you want to feel it? You wrap the baby up in it like a little pickle.
Are you going to?
Yeah,
infants.
probably.
Show Mom. What? And for me. Whoever sent
I don't
this,
know
thank
if
you very
my
much.
granddaughters are going to come or not.
Well, if they do come, make sure you got a couple $100 with you.
Kimbers, thank you for the Oreo Fund donation. Thank you.
All right. I think we're going to accomplish some pleas. We took a lot of pleas this morning.
Yes.
7 or 8.
We took 9 from pretrials and about 5 from the regular cases. I see that Tab talked to Judge Pattison and said, we're not going to do these on Thursdays anymore like this. Setting 39 pretrials is just too much. And these are just the state statute ones. These are just theirs. So they're going to try to spread them out again. In fact, after today, I don't think they want them this way anymore themselves. Fortunately, they had 2 prosecutors to work on it, but that's crazy. All right. Life goes on. New cases come in as the old cases go out. Jail population this morning was at 104. I just let somebody out.
Down to 103. I love that he gives us these facts. Making a diaper cake for a baby shower. You know what would be funny?
Judge Pattison's on his rant again. We need a public defender office.
A fake diaper cake.
Not enough lawyers, too many conflicts. Not to mention, many of them are busy on Thursdays at family court in Three Rivers. Usually, Dutchman doesn't set status conferences on Thursdays. I'm not sure what happened to cause that.
Vicky,
but
I'm
everything
so sorry.
affects everything else.
Prayers for Terry and your family. When the judge does this, when he just starts talking like that, he is just speaking to us. He has his own channel, obviously. He's speaking to people who are watching, but it is for those who are watching on YouTube that he's providing this little soliloquy, which is the word of the day. A friend had a baby cakes business making cakes out of diapers. Oh, like a diaper cake where you present the cake, but it's really just a bunch of diapers that look like a cake. I think that's what it is. What are the Reese's cookies like? I don't know. I'm going to try them tonight. I've not tried. I think I've tried just the vanilla ones. The yellow cookie with vanilla stuffing.
You're watching me on the camera.
Good afternoon. We're just sort of stuck in neutral here.
Well, I have given Tim all the offers. I do also have the competency hearing paperwork, which
All right.
I'm more than
I'd like to get,
happy
we're
to
gonna
do.
stop whatever we're doing and do that at 3:00.
Okay.
Because Rhonda's so hard to schedule and the forensic center's gonna be here at
We
3:00.
could possibly even do it now.
Well, we have, the forensic center will be here at 3.
Oh, they have to have Polly in. Okay.
Yes.
I got you.
And then Rhonda, I got your message regarding the fact that you're never available for any hearings.
I feel like I'm just trying, like, not only do I have about 8 trials in about 60 days, I'm supposed to be gone.
Well,
in
you were
October.
gone the first Friday in September, the first Friday in October, and the first Friday in November, which makes it very hard to schedule any misdemeanor pretrials. This one is the last pretrial, and I had reset it for 10/3. I'll just put it on another date. But we get all backed up. We've lost September, October, and November, and maybe August. So this is a final pretrial. We'll get a date with it. You'll actually be here in the state.
Thank you, sir. I mark off my first Fridays and my third Fridays of every month, and I do my family docket on the second and the fourth, and then all of a sudden when you guys kind of change them around.
Yeah, Rob moved his because he has to be someplace. Yeah, he moved it from the third to the second, and the operative phrase is everything affects everything else. So every time you move something, it affects everybody else. So I will try to find
I'm keeping that mindful though. Next year though, Your Honor, since I'm doing the contract, I've taken 8 weeks instead of 7 because Lori had left the.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have 8 weeks worth of conflict.
Well, I have already booked out, like I'm marking off, the first Friday and the third Friday of most months so that I can be here in court with either you or Judge Pattison, assuming you don't change them, except for I am planning on hopefully getting married in April.
Well, that's certainly, we'll work around that. But yeah, some months there's a conflict, like the first Friday of July was the 4th of July. So we move that. Sometimes there's a conflict with the third.
Okay.
Anyway, 8 weeks.
I'll try to keep my, calendars open so that when I have a duty week, those Fridays following are.
Well, the other problem is when if they're now actually trying some cases, the circuit court trials, take a block of time that would affect your ability to do your duty weeks. I'm not sure how they do that, but the more weeks you have, the more complicated it gets.
Josh says it's time to jump. He's got another hot one.
I realize
we'll
that.
get through it.
Okay.
I feel like so far we've managed. I've had 7 weeks this year and 7 weeks last year.
Okay, we're gonna jump. Here we go. Josh says to go to Magistrate Hillary Braley's traffic criminal docket. This one happened an hour ago. In court with Magistrate Braley. Is that the one? Yeah, let's see if we can find this one. Trying to find it. What's the name of the channel, Josh? Is it Briley's? Can't find the account. I need to find it from the original, not from one who reposted it. There's a Justice Archive account. Let's see who does this one. It's not it. Josh, help me out here. Do you have a link? I've got my phone again. Okay, so what you need to say is 14B District Court. That's the account. That'll get us there. 14B District Court. Happened about an hour ago. It's the whole 17 minutes. Let's see. $17:31. Okay, this is it. Whew. Found it, Josh. Here we go. Here we go. All right, ready? Skip ahead to the start here.
Okay, good afternoon. 14B District Court is now in session. This is Magistrate Hillary Braley presiding.
John.
Now calling case number 25W001296. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus, is it Rikia or Richia? You need to unmute.
Oh my gosh.
No, that's okay. You're unmuted. Just, okay. Ms. Lewis and, okay, so appearances for the record, please. Sergeant Hogan, can you state your name?
Yes, Your Honor. Sergeant Michael Hogan, Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, thank you. And Ms. Lewis, state your name, please.
Rikia Lewis.
Okay, thank you very much. So today is the date and time set for an informal hearing in this matter. What I have here is a citation from August 20th, 2025 that charges that on or about that date, Ms. Lewis, you operated a motor vehicle on ridge at or near homes while holding or using a mobile electronic device. So that is a civil infraction. There is no criminal penalty associated with this, no jail time, no probation. There's no indication that this is a subsequent offense. So at this point, it carries a fine of $240. It does not carry points. So
just pay the fine.
Before we get started, Sergeant Hogan, were there any offers on the table?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. So Ms. Lewis, you have three basic options when it comes to this citation. You can accept responsibility, that is basically admit that you were using a mobile electronic device while you were driving and pay the ticket. You can accept responsibility with an explanation so that the court can take into consideration any mitigating factors and potentially lessen or eliminate the fine. Or you can deny responsibility, that is, deny that you were using or holding a mobile electronic device while you were driving, at which point I will swear in both sides, take testimony, and make a decision based on preponderance of the evidence. So, do you understand your three options?
Yes.
Okay, and which option would you like to go with today?
I want to go with option 3.
Option 3. Okay, so
yes,
we got a live one.
Is have
we got a live one.
Raise the right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, to the best of your information, knowledge, and belief? Sergeant Hogan?
I do.
And Ms. Lewis?
I guess I don't have to.
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. So the way that this is going to work is this. You can put your hand down, Sergeant Hogan. Thank you. I am going to take testimony from both sides. I am going to start with Sergeant Hogan because he is the officer in charge of issuing the citation. Basically, he's the plaintiff who filed the case. So he can present testimony and evidence and witnesses if he has any of those. You are not to interrupt him. Once he is finished, then Ms. Lewis, it will be your turn. And if you have testimony, evidence, and or witnesses that you want to present, then it will be your turn to do so. He is not to interrupt you either. All right. At the conclusion of everybody's side of the story, then I will be making a decision. So, any questions? Okay. Then Sergeant Hogan, if you want to get started.
Yes, Your Honor. On 8/20/2025, I was working road patrol in Ypsilanti Township. I was in a fully marked patrol vehicle. I was traveling eastbound on Holmes Road, approaching Ridge. That intersection right there is a four-way stop. And as I was approaching the intersection, I saw a red Ford Escape driven by Miss Lewis, and I observed a cell phone in her right hand. I got behind her, initiated a traffic stop on Michigan Ave, just south of, made contact with her, advised her of the reason for stop. She indicated that she was using her phone for directions, at which point I wrote her a citation for the offense.
Okay.
I also do have my body-worn camera footage up here, if I can screen share, which shows our interaction.
Yes, please.
To her admission of using her phone for the directions, indicating she was just at a stop sign.
Okay. If you should be able to share your screen.
Okay.
Okay, make it good. Make it good. So she admits guilt.
This is my body-worn camera. The audio starts at 30 seconds. That's when my emergency lights activate.
I'll keep my face off here for a little bit.
And I can fast forward to my approach if you would like.
At what point how far in do you see her?
In about 10 to 15 seconds, I'll make contact with Miss Lewis.
Just play it. Let it roll. Roll tape. Dun, dun, dun. Doors open. Hello, ma'am. How you doing today? Is there any audio? Officer, you got one job on this.
Did you say that you have audio?
Need to share with audio. Ossifer?
Sergeant Hogan?
He gone.
Sergeant?
Gone.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have audio?
Are you not hearing it, ma'am? We're not hearing it.
I just paused the video. Would you like me to stop the share?
Here, just a second. Okay, so when you share your screen, you have an option when you first are selecting that you can share audio. So
okay.
I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, my apologies.
Nope, that's okay. So if you had audio, I could not hear it.
I did, yes.
Okay.
Let's do it again.
Would you like me to share it again?
Yes, please.
Yeah, that way we can hear and see. That's the whole plan.
There it is, share sound. Okay.
Back it up. Back it up. Back it up.
Do you have the registration?
Back it up. Back it up. Whoa, whoa. He's got some words going on the rap.
Michigan and Rawsonville, Edward, John, Tom, 463.
I've got to mute it every once in a while so everybody can scroll.
Hi there. I'm Sergeant Hogan with the Sheriff's Office. Yeah, reason for the stop, when you were going through the stop sign on Ridge at Holmes right there, I saw you on your phone. Your phone was in your right hand.
Oh, give me directions.
Okay, are you aware of the hands-free law?
What do you mean?
You can't operate a cell phone while driving. It's state law.
Fucking God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pulling up directions to get on this freeway.
Gotcha. Looks like your plates expired yesterday, too.
Not expired. I just never put them on. I'm in a rush.
Okay.
Is there a ticket you want to write?
Yeah, do you have your license, registration, proof, insurance?
Marion Joseph. Yeah, you couldn't find nothing else to do.
Well, ma'am, unfortunately...
I don't care. Just hurry up and let's do it.
Do you have the registration and proof of insurance?
You can't run my tags and see all that?
Well, you're required to provide it upon request of a police officer.
Run my tags
I will.
yet.
I will.
Okay, yeah, because it's there. So if you run my tags, you should be able to see it.
Okay.
I shouldn't have to be pulling shit out.
Well, proof of insurance, I can't necessarily see. It gives me an idea, but I want to be accurate.
Sir, my car is legit.
Okay.
I am legit. You want to write a ticket over some shit that you want to make up because I was getting directions, then go ahead.
Okay.
Do it.
Can I see your registration?
I mean, what do you want to see?
Your registration.
Can I see the piece of right there? There it is. Thank you so much. I'll be right back, all right? Stay in your car, please.
For what?
Because it's not safe to be on this road. Can you stay in your car?
I've been living here for 20 years.
Stay in your car, please.
Taser, taser,
I'll be finished
taser.
with you in just a second,
Yeah,
okay?
hurry the fuck
Thank you, ma'am.
We got a live one.
Your Honor, it takes me a few minutes to write the citation, and then I have my final contact with Miss Lewis if you'd like to see that.
Do you think it's pertinent at this point to the charge?
The only thing additional would be that she just indicates she was at a stop sign when she was using her cell phone.
Okay, then yeah, if you can fast forward to that.
Oh man, I want the whole thing. Back it up, back it up.
Ma'am, here's your registration, proof of insurance, and license back. I did write you a citation for operating a vehicle while holding a mobile device.
It's okay. I was
All right, you'll have to
Thank you.
contact our
Have a good
14B court within 10 days. Have a better day, ma'am.
Have a good day. I'm sorry. Have a good day.
Is there anything else, Sergeant?
That is it, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Lewis?
Yeah. Ms.
Yes.
Lewis.
And it is time for your side of things.
Okay, I don't have a side. I was leaving home. Where he stopped me is right by my house. I was at the stop sign. I pulled everything out of my purse. I had 4 things. I wanted to make sure I was on my way to a concert. I wanted to make sure I had everything inside my purse. So I put out both my little wallet, my phone. I did it at a stop sign, put everything out, made sure my directions was up on my screen, and then I took off. Nobody was coming. I wasn't on my phone. I wasn't using it. I wasn't doing any of those things. So that's probably what took him so long to pull me over. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't using my phone. Like I wasn't using my phone. Anyways, as he turned around, his first initial agreement was, my tags are expired. My tags were not expired. It was my birthday. I was rushing. I forgot to put them on.
So
I was on my way somewhere. I had to make sure I had everything in my purse. What he seen was transition, making sure everything was where it's supposed to be so I can get on this highway and get to where I'm going. I felt like he didn't have a reason to pull me over. You know what I mean? That's what took him so long. He just was lollygagging. And then he made up with this hand-free law stuff. And I'm like, sir, I'm not even on my phone. You know what I mean? I could see if I was texting and driving. I'm not texting and driving. I'm at a stop sign. I'm making sure everything connected. I just put on my driveway. Like, you couldn't find nothing else to do.
Okay.
And that's where I was with it. So.
Okay.
Thank you.
Where's the body cam of me texting and driving?
Thank you. Give me just a second.
Ma'am, your understanding of the law is wrong. Texting and driving would be a violation. But simply just holding the phone in your hands while operating a vehicle, which would be you at a stoplight or a stop sign is operating a vehicle, that checks all the boxes. If you don't like it, vote and get somebody in to change the law. But that is checking her Insta right now, I think. I loved her goodbye as the windows rolling up. Have a better day, ma'am, he says. So now I understand entirely why there is not a plea offer on the table. I would not offer anything either. This is day 3 of wearing my blue blocker glasses. I'm on my second set because I've lost the first one. No, it's in the kitchen. I wore them to lunch. I took them off there. This is the most slam dunk of all slam dunk. traffic tickets ever. My tags weren't expired. I just hadn't put on the unexpired. Your tags are the license plate on your vehicle.
Ms. Lewis, while I can appreciate your frustration here, what the law states, the hands-free law that he's referring to, it's MCL 257.602B. And it clearly states that an individual shall not hold or use a device while operating a motor vehicle. So having it in your hand right there is a violation of the hands-free law. And it specifically defines holding as physically supporting with any part of the hands, arms, or shoulders. All right. So it also, not even just holding it or using it if you are reaching for it, which it doesn't sound like you were in this instance, but the law applies to that as well. Okay. That is what the hands-free law states.
Oh, she's got words
I
to
am
say.
finding you responsible in this instance and sentencing you to pay the fines and costs in this matter. So that is $240. Can't tell if you're still there or if you are frozen.
She gone.
All right. Let's give her a second to come back because it seemed like she might have frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's 1:19. I'm going to give her till 1:20.
You get 1 minute. 1 minute to reconnect. Should have played the sad piano music for her while she was making her excuses.
Yeah, Ms. Lewis? She's not connected to audio.
There she is.
My phone overheated. I'm sorry. I apologize about that.
No, that's okay. But what I was saying was, per the statute, I am finding you responsible for holding it in your hand. Okay, because that's all the law requires. So you are sentenced to pay the fines and costs. The total amount is $240. What I am going to do is set a follow-up date in December. If the balance is paid in full before then that date will be canceled and you won't have to come.
Can I pay it online?
Yes, you can. So
I'm going to pay it today. That's crazy.
Okay, thank you. And I believe that concludes our docket. The hearing is certainly concluded, so everyone is free to sign out. Thank you.
How do you think she feels about that? Another happy customer, as Judge Middleton would say. What's going on in this civil docket? Judge Washington, what's he got going on? Oh, he just pulled it. Never mind. That one's gone. Let's see. Judge Simpson is currently live, but he's on a break. That was a good one, Josh. You do find some good ones. Judge Middleton is still talking.
Walked on a plexiglass window to the house and fell inside.
What?
Oh my.
Not.
It wasn't you that I saw.
We're going to back up a bit.
It also requires a
back up.
Buy up to 6 out of here.
Here we go. See what he's got going on here. I still want to eat the Oreos before the podcast. 5 boxes of Oreos. They are. They're healthy. My face is fatter than the glasses I think were designed for, so I get a little line right here on the side of my face. Right there. But it doesn't hurt. I just noticed. KQD, welcome.
wasn't a ticket. Let me see if I can find a complaint. The complaint alleges that one point it says you live in Union City, and another point says you live in Lawrence.
Yeah, it's Union City, sir. Lawrence was that wrong.
Yeah, Arbogast Road is in Union City. There's a lot of famous people like Keely Beamer that come from Union City.
It's a nice little town, for sure.
Yes. All right. It's alleged that on June 26, you were driving a vehicle on Custer Road here in Coleman Township with a blood alcohol over 0.07, and that you also possessed a firearm at that time.
Not good.
First charge is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 6 months in jail and a fine of up to $750. It causes the suspension of your driving privileges and put 6 points on your driving record. Ms. Canfield, what's the plea offer here?
It's my understanding that Mr. Conley will be entering a plea of guilty to the lesser included offense of operating while intoxicated, at which time we would dismiss the operating with a BAC of 0.17 or higher. He's also entering a plea of, well, excuse me, let me change that to no contest to possession of a firearm under the influence. So those will be no contest, and I'm fine with a factual basis. I can help you with that if the court needs assistance.
I've got 2
Don't
gallons
know
of
what's
milk.
in the bond report.
All right, well, let's take a look. All right, possession of firearm under the influence, let me go back to the complaint, is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $100 or $500 if you discharge it. It also requires that the weapon be forfeited. It's kind of a bit grounded up. As I told the other lady, by pleading no contest, you don't admit what happened, but you also don't deny what happened, and you would allow or accept that a conviction would enter. Sometimes, as in the last case, no contest rationale would be that the blood alcohol was high enough that you don't really remember. His PBT at the jail was 0.189. What's the BAC we're using for the plea?
The blood was 0.228, Your Honor.
What were you driving? That Mercedes that you got outside?
I don't have a Mercedes, sir. I wish. Chevy Colorado.
All right.
But I actually wasn't driving.
I wish for a Mercedes, Judge. I wish for a Mercedes.
I thought I saw you outside in a Mercedes.
Oh, no, I did drive today. I thought you were talking about that night.
Yeah. Were you in a Mercedes today?
No, Chevy Colorado.
Oh, then it wasn't you that I saw. I thought, that's a nice car. All right. Let's see what I have for a factual basis.
That's how I'm going to eat them tonight.
At about 1:30, I responded to Custer Road in Coleman Township regarding a burglary in process.
0.228.
Alexander Bryant was located by Centerville Constantine police officers a long way from home and detained. PBT 265, oh my, and a handgun and a holster with a magazine and a full pistol magazine.
Got his whole arsenal with him.
Sig Sauer underneath the back seat. Not registered.
Ooh.
This hits kind of close to home. Homeowners Todd and Katie Stowe, who told me it's the first time Conley's been on their property. They don't know who he is. He walked to the north side of the residence, where I walked on a plexiglass window to the house and fell inside. Oh my.
Knocking on their bedroom window.
Okay.
I went there to drink with them, sir.
With the Stoles?
Yeah.
Well, they said they didn't even know who you were.
Yeah, apparently they don't like me because they definitely do.
Well, they probably didn't like you much after this.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I was knocking on the bedroom window and then I fell into a basement egress. And I'm assuming that's why the burglary was placed. But as you can see, I wasn't charged with that.
No, it's not a burglary. But it is a real drunk guy driving a car around with a loaded gun.
Well, I went there to drink with him. I started drinking when I got there. And then I knocked on the window, went back to the truck, continued drinking, waiting for them to come out. If they didn't, that's when I decided, I can't drive. And I was bleeding because I cut my arm when I fell through the egress window. So
for a guy that's pleading no contest due to lack of memory, you sure have a pretty good memory of what happened. So I can't really ask you any facts about it if it's a no contest plea.
He remembers everything.
Also, when the blood alcohol is more than 3 times the legal limit, that's very drunk.
Almost super drunk. Why is the lawyer just
Your
letting
Honor,
him?
Yes.
based on my client's comments, I don't think it's appropriate to enter a plea. I think it would probably just be best course of action to just set this for a trial.
All right.
Wow. Does your client agree with you on that?
I was shown video footage of Conley driving his truck into the driveway where he drove over a retaining wall, remained on for a few minutes. Then he stepped out the driver's side door. He was not seen drinking anything while on scene. All right, you can have a trial if you want.
He fell through a window. He was bleeding. He was drunk, too drunk to drive.
I used up some of those dates for other things. We haven't had a jury trial this year. I can't blame Miss Camfield. She wasn't here all year.
Haven't had a jury trial this year? Like he
We're
has.
going to be getting busy, Your Honor.
Now, the lawyer said that based on my client's comments, I don't think it's appropriate to enter a plea today, and we'll just move forward with a trial.
I think we've already lost our October jury dates. Laura, did we lose our October jury dates with the clerk?
He says he showed up to drink with the residents. The residents say we don't know who he is. He's like, oh, they know. Well,
Yes.
So we can't use October 8th.
I'd love to see Judge Middleton.
Yeah, Judge Patterson's gone in November.
In a jury trial.
On the 12th and the 26th. Well, we'll set this for trial for December 10th.
With which judge? Patterson?
You probably don't have the witnesses. I'll ask for witness and exhibit lists. Within 21 days. Now we've got lab reports, videos. Would you stipulate to the blood draw or the lab expert?
I can talk to Mr. Conley about that, Your Honor, and make sure counsel and prosecutors are aware of it.
Mr. Conley, you have an absolute right to a trial, and you're presumed to be not guilty. And it's your right, if you don't wish to enter a no contest plea, to have a trial. You can still discuss it with your attorney. But right now it's set for trial for December 10th at 8:30. That's the last trial date we have available in the year. We lost both November dates because of a conference and then a vacation. I think he has an appointment with a deer on November 26th.
That's very Michigan.
All right, stay in contact with your lawyer. We'll see what's going to happen here. Plea fails. Set jury trial December 10th.
Your Honor, may I ask for just one quick clarification?
Yes.
Do you want witness and exhibits within 21 days of today or 21 days prior to trial?
21 days of today.
Thank you.
He's going deer hunting. Judge is going deer hunting.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jude.
Afternoon.
Good to see you. Your lawyer, Rhonda Ives, is here with me. I'm going to shut off the live stream here for a minute, and we'll deal with this, and then we'll come back to our afternoon.
All right. Judge shut it off. Fun days in court. Burnett's back live again as well.
Since you filed this?
No.
And so your income is the same?
Yes.
And your expenses are about the same?
Yes.
Looks civil for sure if they're talking about income and expenses.
All right.
No
and
lawyers.
So with regards to now, we're going to turn to the marital settlement agreement.
It's divorce.
You just use the form, so it's pretty simple. But here it says that you're going to give up your right to maintenance. Do you understand that? Do you know what maintenance is? It's like alimony.
I think I made a note. Did I make a note on there? Because we were previously married.
Oh.
We were previously married, and Tim was in the military, and I got spousal support from the military. So I wanted to make sure.
There's a note. It's hard to read because it needs to be scanned in, but it says something not affect maintenance, military, former spouse pay granted in previous divorce.
Yes.
I'll just turn right to you, Mr. Kevin. Are you saying that no new maintenance, but the maintenance that she was receiving from the previous divorce on October 18th, 2013 with the military will still continue?
Yeah, that won't change.
That's not going to change. So with regards to
divorce.
maintenance, you're not going to receive any additional maintenance. You're waiving that here today, but the military maintenance will continue.
Yeah. They've been divorced before and they got married.
And then you've
They've
listed
been
certain
divorced
property here. And with regards to this agreement, did you both sit down and read this very carefully and write this very carefully?
Yes.
And so the property that's listed for you to receive, Ms. Kevin, that will be your property.
Correct.
And the property listed here for Mr. Kevin will be his property.
Correct.
Even if now you look at this document after today and you notice that something was swapped, and let's just say that the 2010 Toyota Camry, which is supposed to go to, I don't know who petitioner B is, but if it was supposed to go to petitioner A, let's say that it's marked that that you're petitioner B and you're supposed to get it, but you notice after today that, oh no, it's really checked for Mr. Kevin to receive it. Do you understand that after today, you can't come back to court and say that was an error, that was an accident? And if Mr. Kevin doesn't want to give it back, he doesn't have to. Do you understand that?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay. And so with regards to the debts as well, all of the marital debts are listed here?
I do, Your Honor.
And so you understand what you're going to receive for debts as well as what Mr. Kevin's going to receive for debts?
I do.
Okay. And has anyone made any threats or any promises to you for you to enter into this agreement?
No.
And so you're doing so on your own volition and amicably with Mr. Kevin?
I am.
Okay.
Seems amicable.
And do you believe that this property division and this debt division is fair and equitable?
I do.
Okay, thank you. Is there anything else that you would like me to know?
I guess it goes back to the first divorce with the military stuff. I just want to make sure everything stays the same. with what I received from the first divorce. And I think that's in everything.
It should,
yeah.
because I'm not going to do an order that affects the military. And I would think that you would need to have the court order. He would need a court order that says the military stops. And then he would need to file that to stop it with the military.
That can't change.
So that's not going to change, because I'm going to guess that that's a pension, it's not maintenance, or that's your retirement.
Yes.
Not maintenance.
Right.
For the service you've provided and you were married together. And so that's something that I can't even change unless you both agree to it in writing. And so you're not getting any new maintenance. What you're receiving from the military really isn't maintenance. It's just the benefits and the things that he worked up while he accumulated while you both were married. So you were legally entitled to that because that was property at that time. Okay.
That can't change.
So it's not going to change. It's all good. Other than that, do you have any questions?
Yeah, and that he just makes sure if anything needs to be filed with the military from this divorce, that he does file that.
Yeah.
Okay, and he can do that. I don't think anything would need to be filed. I think you'd be good to go. This is a pretty simple divorce.
There has to be something. I have to go to the VA, the district rep down here. She's got to file a piece of paper for me.
All right. So, Mr. Kevin, the same questions. Anything about the marriage and the situation that Mrs. Kevin answered, would you change that answer or would you disagree with it?
No.
So it's all the same?
Yeah.
And
Yes, ma'am.
you're not in the active military right now, but you
No.
are retired?
Yes.
All right.
He just wants to be done. No, yes, no.
And with regards to the financial disclosure statement that I do have in front of me right now, when that was filed, it was filed August 7th. Has anything changed since August 7th?
Well, the only thing that's changed is I picked up a little job in Webster.
Okay.
And I only work like part-time. So that's the only thing that's changed.
And Miss Kevin, with regards to this new job, you're not now changing your mind that you might want to have additional money or anything?
No.
Okay, so that's all good. Other than that, nothing else has changed?
No.
And with regards to the marital settlement agreement, you understood what I went over with Mrs. Kevin?
Yes.
And that what's checked for you will be yours?
Yes.
And what's, with regards to Mrs. Kevin, what's checked for her will be hers?
It's a bookshelf.
And there's nothing that you want from her? And with regards to the debts, you agree with that too, that what's checked on this document will be enforceable against you and will be enforceable against Miss Kevin?
Yes.
And somebody forcing you to say this.
You understand what's going to happen with filing your taxes in the next year?
It's going to be complicated.
That's all marked. Do you believe that this agreement is fair and equitable?
Yes.
And has anyone made any threats or any promises to you for you to enter into this marital settlement agreement?
No.
And is there anything that the court is missing here today or that I should be aware of that maybe you overlooked as an asset or a debt?
No.
What's happening? Is there marital property, marital real estate, a house?
Is there?
Is there a marital house?
There is, but we decided who that's going to be.
And that's in your agreement,
Yes.
and you understand that's how it's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a yes?
Yes.
All right. Based upon what I've heard here today, the residential and jurisdictional requirements have been met. The waiting period has lapsed. Well, first, I forgot to ask both of you, do you find that the marriage is irretrievably broken?
Yes.
Yes.
No chance of reconciliation?
No.
I mean, except like last time and you reconciled. But maybe, and if there is, you'll just get remarried again.
Right.
Okay.
They're like, yeah, we've already thought about that.
So at this juncture, as it relates to marriage as a contract and a thing, you believe it's irretrievably broken.
Yes.
Yes.
And
this one is, we need a new one.
Mr. Kevin, do you waive maintenance? You don't want her to pay any maintenance or alimony?
No.
And do you understand that it's final after today?
Yes.
Neither one of you can come back? Yes?
Yes.
All right, so I will find that the waiver of maintenance has been done freely, intelligently, and voluntarily. You both understand what maintenance and alimony is. You both understand that it's final as of today, and you can't come back later and say, Judge, Mr. Kevin just won $1 million. I deserve part of that. You understand that if you were to get any part of that, he would have graciously just given it to you.
Maybe they're going for a world.
He would.
I believe you would.
And I would too. I would.
They're going for a
Best
world record.
divorce ever. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so I will adopt the marital settlement agreement, and I will find that it is equitable and as close to a 50-50 property division as could be for this new second marriage from 2022 until now. I do need to warn both of you that neither one of you are free to marry anybody, even each other. Can't marry anybody in the next 6 months across the world. If you do, it is a void marriage. It's not legally enforceable. All right. So as of 2:33 p.m., you are now officially divorced.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Usually I tell couples, I'm like,
guys, there's paperwork left. I'm sorry.
yeah, you go fill that out.
May I
Usually
kiss
I
the
say,
ex?
tell
Is
people
that what he
that
says?
divorce is like a death and you have to grieve and you have to get over it. I don't think you guys feel that way.
No.
I think you're going to be just as close divorced as you are married. All right. She's going to have paperwork outside.
She's like,
so she'll
are
be
you-
right out there.
Are you coming, honey? Are you coming?
Thank you.
Here, let me get the door for you.
Best part of my day. I can never say that about divorce is best part of my day.
We don't normally watch divorces, but that one seemed a little special. Somebody has a lawyer and somebody doesn't. What is this? Judge Burnett she's amazing. She's really good.
Judge Morgan, before you go on the record, I reviewed the plea questionnaire with Mr. Martin. He had an emailed copy sitting in front of him, and then I read it to him. So that's how it's set up. And then I did send the copy of the deferred agreement, but we did the same practice with that as well.
Yes, I am going to tell you, Ms. Erdman, I do require that the document be filed by the defendant personally and then filed with the court. This one time I will print it and I will have you have it? Okay.
The DGOCs, I don't know if that's.
I will print it.
Yeah, I had
Wisconsin, right?
If you can come up here and get that and then sign it. First review it to make sure it is that document and then you can sign it. Yes, Ms. Erdman?
I was just going to explain. I had reviewed it. I signed off on it, and then I sent it over to Attorney Kevin for his review too.
Okay.
So it has your name right there, so if you could just.
And the document that I handed Judge Michelle was the DJOC for this as well as the other case.
Okay.
He like leans like this when he talks. The doctor is talking into the microphone. Judge.
Otherwise, essentially, we're doing the same thing twice.
I can. I just, what I try to do is I try to get all the information in before we start, if we can. And then
So you can tell me when you're ready.
Why is there a sneeze guard on the bar?
Because I think that's just for efficiency of the court.
All right. Yes, I will.
I like your hair, Miss Ford.
Thank you.
It's always good to start with a compliment.
New color, new you.
Yeah. Feeling it.
Okay, so while I have counsel here and
If you want to bring that up.
the defendants, I'm going to call these cases together. They are, I believe they're essential. Well, unless you're not pleading to the same thing.
No, it should be the same.
Okay, so it's the same thing. So I'm going to call the cases together and I'll go over everything with both of you at the same time. If you need me to repeat something, let me know. But for ease and efficiency, that's what we're going to do. And we'll try and go slow because it's harder for the clerk to be able to do 2 dual cases at once. Okay? Just let me know when you're ready.
Yes, we should be.
Let's go.
We will go on the record in the matters 25 CF 67, State of Wisconsin versus Cheyenne Ford, 25 CF 68, 25 TR 37, 25 TR 237, 238, 239, and 240. State of Wisconsin versus Christopher Martin.
Is this our second Cheyenne for the day?
This is a joint plea hearing as both parties are in a significant relationship together. They have children together. It's the same charges for the most part, but they are pleading to the same charges. And for ease of court and efficiency purposes, we are going to do a joint plea agreement. Off the record, the court informed the parties that this is what is going to occur, to listen very carefully, because this is going to be for both of them. And if they have questions, they need to ask the court to briefly stop so that we can get it answered, to make sure everything is done appropriately and correctly. All right. So appearing, we do have the state appearing in person through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt. We have Glenn Keene, defense counsel for Cheyenne Ford. Cheyenne Ford is here. We have Christopher Martin. We have appearing by video conferencing, Attorney Michelle Erdman, who represents Christopher Martin. For set for a plea and sentencing, the parties have reached an agreement, and it is essentially identical, or is an identical agreement. I have deferred judgments of convictions and a plea questionnaires, or do I have two plea questionnaires? Mr. Keene, for the record, can you recite the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. In 25 CF 67, and then in 25, in their case, it calls for Ms. Ford to plead guilty to counts 3 through 5, with counts 1 and 2 dismissed and read in for sentencing. The joint recommendation is below. Count 3, the felony, recommending a 2-year deferred judgment of conviction for 2 years with an administrative fee of $150.
What are the charges?
Conditions for successful completion of the DJOC is that parents must comply with the CHIPS case and achieve reunification, early termination of the DJOC, and dismissal of the felony if the CHIPS dispositional order is fulfilled and terminated prior to the 2-year mark. Regarding count 4, the
CHIP sounds like children are involved.
Neglecting a child, misdemeanor specified.
All right, let's see. Our courtroom from yesterday is not in action. Let's see if we have any others that are. Victoria Shackelford. We can't listen to a lot of hers, but let's see what we can do here.
All indications indicate that they would be, unless they have some kind of disease or something that nobody knows about.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Yeah, no,
that's the expectation. Okay, so I'm going to say this all back and make sure I have it all right, okay? And Ms. Manarino, they're complainants or victims that wanted to be present in the courtroom?
Your Honor, I explained, they were all in the hallway. I explained there were 6. I explained to them they were more than welcome to come into the courtroom and be heard. None of them took me up on that.
Okay, so they're aware that we're going forward
I reviewed
today.
the entire plea agreement with them.
Okay, I'm done. The echo in that courtroom is just too much for me. What other judges are live? Judge Middleton may be back already. Not yet. He's still on break. Go to Kentucky.
For this young man, because he's working 2 jobs.
Judge, what'd you push? Did you shut it off, Judge? Apparently he just shut it off. He saw us come in. He's like, we won't have that. Judge Simpson.
Your Honor, we're respectfully requesting an exam date.
All right. Discovery is complete, counsel.
Yes.
And would the people have their witnesses available on the 23rd?
Not available on the 23rd, Judge.
This would be easy. No, go ahead.
Sorry.
Then we would have the 30th.
Podcast tonight. Well,
I think I'm available.
Is that a fan she's wearing?
Yes, I'm
Or
available.
headphones?
All right. Any objection from the people to that date?
I think it's a fan.
Preliminary examination in person, September 30th, 2025, 9 a.m. before Judge Washington.
That's in this building, correct, Judge?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Right here. Just down the hall.
It all happens here. Bond will continue. Thank you.
Thank you. That's it for me.
Judge is in a good mood. That's great this far into the day.
Court calls the case. People versus Anthony Alfaro Callejas.
It's in custody.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Zach Bonham on behalf of the defendant who's joining me at the podium now.
Switch sides.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Switch sides.
What are we doing?
So today, Your Honor, we'll be asking for an adjournment of the PCC. We have one piece of discovery that's outstanding that we need to have, and I believe we'll have that very shortly. The other thing, I'd like to address bond when we're done with that.
Well, there's supposed to be a hearing on his bond violation.
Correct. This is also PCC and a bond violation hearing.
I know, I said it.
Okay. For the bond violation, my client would be admitting responsibility to the bond violations.
Man. Ivan, how are you doing? Haven't heard from you recently. Hope you're doing okay.
I believe a week would be sufficient, Your Honor. Oh. Okay.
We need more than a week. I checked it. There's a video that was taken by a witness that the counsel was looking for. I checked. It's not something that we have. It appears that officers just looked at it and the phone that it's on briefly seen in the body cam. But it is not here in the report that the police actually took it from that witness. I did email the listing OIC to get us that video. He said that he is no longer the OIC. He is for the to the new OIC. But we need more than a week because someone has to go out there and get that video.
Understood.
The sound is terrible.
All right. Well, you think they'd be able to do that in 2 weeks' time? Or is it going to take longer? I mean, obviously there are things you can't know, like the person that has the phone, how cooperative they're going to be or anything else, but.
Your Honor, I mean, I think it should be able to be done in 2 weeks. I just don't know that it's likely be done in 2 weeks.
All right.
She's so far from the microphone.
Here's what I'll do.
Just can't hear her.
Won't quite go 3 weeks. I'll set it for September 30th.
That's good, Your Honor.
All right. At 9, I'll set it at 9 at this time. All right. As to bond.
Your Honor, I spoke with the prosecutor about how to address bond in the situation. Before my client was incarcerated last week, he had been on home confinement. Speaking with the prosecutor's office, they would agree that home confinement would be appropriate for my client. However, we'd be asking for a scram tether rather than the sober link. As what brought us here for the bond violations is my client, in part, saying that he was testing inaccurately. He thought he was supposed to be doing one way, it was supposed to be another way. Let's take that out of the equation. Let's put him on a scram tether so we'll know right away whether there's a violation.
Take his lie out of the equation.
No,
you don't need to respond.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
So we'd ask that he be back on the scram tether. Well, we'll go on to the scram tether rather than sober link. And if the court is willing to place him back on home confinement, prior to the last PCC, I submitted a proposed amended bond order. My client has a new apartment that he had just rented. We asked that home confinement be at the new apartment, along with the other conditions that we had, that he be allowed to leave the residence for work, medical appointments, a court hearing, limited exceptions.
That'll be run through probation, but I think that might be granted. I have a next trial. I've got an Oreo
And I guess
trial
the
coming
last
on
thing I would
tonight.
mention that he still has his job at Los Amigos. He said he was making close to $6,000 a month working there, but because of the situation that he placed himself into, he still has a job available. It is with reduced hours, so he can still make roughly $2,000 a month, but the job is still there.
He was making $72,000, and now he's down to $24,000. Same job. What happened? Los Amigos? Thank you. Is it a restaurant? That's not lost friends. What does Los stand for? The Friends?
Here's what I'll do. On his bond violation, I'll sentence him to 7 days credit for 7 days that he served. And then I will reinstate his previous bond with home confinement and a scram tether. Both of those must be fitted prior to his release.
Ivan, call me when you can, off air. We need to talk.
And that's at the new address, Your Honor?
Yes, they will get an address from him, so he's got to make sure to have that address.
I'll make sure that he does. I just want to make sure that there at least be a record that it would be for his new apartment. So yes. Do you have the address?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Can you tell the judge what your address?
Well, no, he can give it to you.
Never mind, Your Honor. We don't need to do that.
All right. And we'll make sure that those orders are entered.
I also have a green sheet if the court would like it.
Yes.
Thank you.
It looks yellow to me, but I'm wearing blue blockers.
All right. We're all set.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We done, Judge?
You need this.
Yeah, you just
Is that it for us? 14A. Stands adjourned.
Stands adjourned. There we go. Judge wraps up his day. It was a busy one. Let's see. We've got a couple others that are not quite done. Judge Middleton is back.
The first offense, we're willing to dismiss the second offense notice.
There's also a charge of improper plates that would be dismissed.
That's correct.
Watching a couple other courts as well to see who else is live. Judge Middleton, Simpson's.
You agree, Mr. George?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Judge Burnett still working that same case.
All right. Driving suspended first is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. It does carry 2 points and it would further suspend your license. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Other than that, did anyone promise you anything to get you to plead to this?
No, sir.
Or threaten you?
No, sir.
And you give me the advice of rights, acknowledging that you're waiving those rights by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
All right, now there's more than one Bobby Bryant, which may have been why we were chasing our tails around a little bit.
He is a junior, Your Honor, if that makes a difference.
All right, that may be part of what we're seeing. Because one of these goes back to 80. How old were you in 1989?
I was born in 86, sir.
Yeah, so this was probably your dad. All right. Were you driving a car here in St. Joe County?
Yes, sir.
On March 25th?
Yes, sir.
And was your license suspended at that time?
Yes, it was.
All right, let me figure out your jail credit because you got locked up and out and locked up. I might even have some money here. I'm not sure.
So apparently,
all right.
Apparently, there's. I'm going to
I
meet the
think
judge
one
for a
of them
second.
wasn't.
There's a hurricane approaching Hawaii. Do you guys know that? I mean, it looks gorgeous down there. I don't see a hurricane anywhere. But apparently there's... If this is what it looks like when a hurricane is approaching, I might need to schedule some bad weather for myself down there. Never been to Hawaii. Never been. But
July 31st.
That would have been it, because the original pretrial was July 11th. And he was here.
And he got out, so he has 1 day there. And then the 27 days since. You've also got a matter that's bound over to circuit court. Is that one resolved?
Yes, sir.
Have you been sentenced on that one?
Yes, sir.
Let's see if I can tell what your outdate is.
I've been trying to, retail fraud came up last week.
Yeah, you asked about that and we can't find it.
They told me, they advised me not to plead guilty, to wait till I talk to the prosecutor. I thought was what happened.
All right.
But I was trying to plead guilty then and there.
I was trying to plead guilty and they advised me not to.
To the retail fraud?
Yes, sir.
Judge that.
I can't even find that retail fraud. So were you in front of a judge or magistrate or somebody?
It was here in St. Joseph County. I seen a magistrate and they gave me a $400 bond. And that's it. I've been waiting. I was going to go to trustee status, but that stopped me. So I was hoping to get that resolved quickly.
All right. This might be one of those where his name is spelled wrong or something. I had a couple of these where they didn't show up because they were under
county jail. They say that I have an open case right now, and it's that retail fraud.
All right, well, let me see if I can find it.
Thank you, sir.
All right, well, in this case, you got 28 days jail credit. Now I'm going to give you 28 days credit, 28 days, and the minimal allowable fine.
Thank you, sir.
Ivan, how are our Brewers doing? Haven't been able to follow.
I believe I was in front of Patterson. Could be wrong.
Yes, all right. He's the handsome judge in the courtroom next door. 28 days credit, 28 days, $125 minimum fine or 2 additional days concurrent with your felony case.
So the hurricane already passed Hawaii. I'm a little slow on the pickup there.
Which is 25276 FY. Well, it doesn't sound like you're crazy or you're making this up. You've got some specific information. So maybe we're crazy. They've got a file number on it, 251682. And it ain't in here. So let me look for it by file number. I suspect $50 your name is spelled wrong.
Does anyone know if Judge Boyd is actually on jury duty
That's
right now?
problematic.
I found it, Your Honor.
All right, let me find it.
It's a BOBBIE.
Lupita, that's the third time in a week we've lost somebody because their name is spelled wrong.
Move for a dismissal,
2 of them
Judge.
were us. The ticket had it spelled right and we spelled it wrong. What's the file number again?
You had indicated 25-1682SM. And it is a retail fraud second degree.
Well, you're not crazy, Mr. Bryant.
He should get some good points for trying to, get it resolved, even though the court can't find it.
Bobby, BOBBIE, Bryant. Who did that? Josh Robert and Sergeant Dibble.
Blame the officer.
Now you're in fingerprints, you're in lien, all as BOBBIE. They ran a criminal history and it comes back as Bobby. So I'm not sure how that got screwed up, but I don't like when this happens. Yeah, it's spelled Bobby, BOBBY. Somehow it got entered as BOBBIE. That was on the prosecutor.
Oh, dismiss it, Judge. Dismiss it with prejudice.
Well, or or somebody, the complaint came in that way. And the other two, we spelled it wrong. But so it's either from the officer or the person that authorized it. But, well, let's talk about it. The allegation is that on June 5th, you were at the Walmart store and you stole $365 worth of stuff. That's a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $2,000. Let's take a look at it. They allege that you were at the Walmart store and you stole 33 items. There's a video of it. You have a distinctive tattoo on the side of your neck that reads love.
In front of the Walmart.
Conquers all.
Love conquers all, except for
and they matched
charges.
You and your tattoo and they issued a warrant. And then you never knew about it. And at some point, when was that warrant issued? Now on the sheet here, it's spelled Bobby, BOBBY. Anyway, that's why we couldn't find it. Set pretrial conference with the prosecutor. And then that was 9/3 and nothing's happened since. I wonder you're concerned about it. So thanks for bringing it to our attention. What do you wish to do with that charge?
Dismiss it because they spelled my name wrong. Campbell's Soup Conventioners.
Could I have that face sheet on Bobby Frederick Bryant, file 251682SM? They're really screwy.
Your Honor, the people are willing to make an offer of retail fraud in the 3rd degree and request restitution.
All right.
And I have advised Mr. Bryan of that. And he's agreeable to it, Your Honor.
I don't know what he was taking, but he was taking it from Walmart. Now he has to pay for it. But the question is, did he get caught?
The earlier face sheet was Bobby, BOBBY.
Must have got away.
I don't know how this thing got lost.
If you want your case to be lost in the system, have a hard to spell name. This tip brought to you by the channel.
Offer RF 3rd with restitution.
A lot of people say if you got a Walmart charge for shoplifting,
All right,
especially
you
a small
understand
one,
you have the same rights in that case as you have in this one. You'll be giving those up by entering this plea.
Yes,
go to court.
Mr. George has not officially been appointed to represent you, but he would certainly be willing to
because they don't
if
show
I
up.
asked him.
Thank you, sir.
Not professional advice, not legal advice. But the rumor is
They
Walmart
called you
doesn't
Bobby
show up.
Boucher.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what that is? Yes, it's from The Water Boy.
That's probably why.
Adam Sandler's character. My kids loved that movie. I was in the theater watching it with a bunch of kids. My kids were like maybe middle school age. And they played John Mellencamp's Small Town. it's on the soundtrack, and all those little kids were all rocking in the theater to that. So, all right. Anyway, you're Bobby Frederick Bryant. So were you in the Walmart store, and did you take 33 things?
Yes, sir.
What kind of stuff was it?
I believe it was food.
All right. There's different kinds of retail frauds. I had a lady this morning. She stole some things and stole a bunch of personal care items. Sometimes people steal stuff you can sell. And that's drug related. They don't want a power drill. They want the money they can get from selling a power drill. Sometimes people run in and steal liquor. That's quite common. They steal clothing, often underwear, because they can't do laundry. Can you tell from your report, Ms. Canfield, what was taken? Still, if you get me the face sheet on Bobby Boucher here. Thank you. This is Bobby, B-O-B-B-Y. Thank you, Lapita.
I'm looking on that. Looks like you're supposed to submit a supplemental loss prevention report for the items.
Okay, I was at Walmart.
And I don't see that. Right.
What, yesterday? The day before?
I think it was for a friend that had some children, and CPS was involved.
Let me show you a picture.
I didn't have money and I felt bad. So I think I tried to help them out, fill their cupboards up for CPS.
All right, well, let's see what I can.
It does indicate selected multiple clothing items and grocery items.
You're out. What's your out date?
I think if I get on trustee, it'll be somewhere in mid-February. But right now it's April
9th of 26. Yeah. All right, so there's no urgency.
Okay, so I'm going to show you while the judge is talking.
I understand why you'd want to do this. There's not a lot of trustee slots.
This is Walmart.
They don't have any garage trustees anymore. They don't have any dog trustees. They don't have any outdoor trustees. Sheriff Spence has really tightened things up.
$28 for a steak.
Contraband rate has gone down to about zero.
It's in a wire.
People would throw stuff over the fence. The garden trustees and the mow trustees would bring it in, and the dog guys. And they were having guys wash patrol cars that had shotguns in them.
Sounds like a great idea.
So mostly it's kitchen trustees and inside stuff.
Yes, sir.
All right. And you've got a sentence, and that's the people they like for those positions, and it gets you extra good time.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to, and you were real upfront about it. You want to get it over with. And you owned it. That is 251682.
Ivan, it just takes the right donation to the right political candidate, and suddenly they'll find an exception for you. Man.
27 days, I'm gonna make it, what's the difference? 27 days credit, 27 days. You're not getting out till April anyway. But you could expand it to February, concurrent with.
I'm not buying.
25.
I'm not buying a steak for $28.
539 ST.
If I'm spending $28 on a steak, it better come with like a loaded baked potato and like
25
cooked asparagus and a back massage.
25660. $125 in fines and costs, or 2 additional days. And restitution of $335. to
That's awesome, Don.
my Walmart. We've had a lot of these lately where the people didn't realize there was a warrant. Somebody commits a retail fraud at Walmart, their internal officers do an investigation. They have a high definition video. They turn it over to the police. The police make an identification. They issue a warrant. So you didn't even know there was a warrant.
No, sir.
And that young woman this morning, she stole some stuff and thought she got away with it. In the meantime, there was a warrant and it took a while for her to get picked up. $335 restitution to Walmart. Due by the end of next year, 12/31/26. It's my last day at work. Actually, 12/30.
Judge Middleton has to
Don't
retire.
you pay up before I leave?
Yes, sir.
We're going to miss him. This
All
is
right,
his
you got a clear head right
couple
now,
months on
Mr.
the bench.
Bryant. I don't mean to be unkind, but 27 days in jail has kind of turned you back into Bobby Bryant.
Thank you, sir.
And you're making the choices that are best for you. You'll be eligible for trustee. It gets these cases resolved. You do owe some money when you get out, but you'll probably be on probation to the circuit court. Anyway, that takes care of everything I got here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And thank you to the prosecutor and the court for handling that.
Fine. Well, you were adamant that it was there. We just couldn't find it. And then I guessed at what it was, and that is what it was. All right, you're good to go, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Judges age out of the system. There's a point where they have to retire.
You can do it.
You can do it.
All right. Well, we had a few twists and turns in our afternoon. Sometimes that happens. What?
Your colleague down the hall needs me.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're very popular, both of you. So thank
I
you
demand today.
for spending some time with me. I'll close this out. We did resolve a bunch of cases today. Probably in the course of the day, we took 30 pleas. All right. We'll be back tomorrow with more stuff. Tomorrow morning is landlord-tenant docket, and we're going to try to address the Rosemary Blair case.
All right, Andy's off. He cut it really quick. Cut it short. Yes, Judge Middleton is going to be retiring at the end of the year. Right around New Year's Eve is basically he's a goners. All done. Do you have any farmers markets by me? I don't know. Probably. There's no hurricane. I was completely wrong. I pulled up a feed that was named Hurricane Approaching Hawaii. It started live streaming like weeks ago, and it's just still live streaming. So I was completely wrong. So all you Hawaii people, you can stop packing your bags. There's no Hawaii hurricane. It passed by. It went due north. I just found an old stream that was still live of weather watching. But I am curious. I'm looking at this was yesterday. First of all, the price of what is this New York strip steak? $28.51. What is that price? What's that per pound? It's a pound and a half, basically, a little over a pound and a half. I eat so little. I mean, I eat hamburger. I eat a lot of hamburger, and we do like pork roasts and things like that. But I thought, it'd be really cool to have a steak. I haven't had steak in, ever since I went to a restaurant, and you get a little 6-ounce sirloin. I'm thinking, yeah, I should go get a steak. I'm pretty sure I could figure out how to cook it. And went there, and they've locked them up. They're in jail. The steaks have been locked up in Walmarts. I guess that comes, I'm not sure if it's like a taser wire, so if you try to stick it down your pants, it'll zap you or something, or if it's just, you can't get it out. You have to cook it in there and sort of eat it through the mesh. I'm not sure how it works. Too much fat in that steak. I don't know what a good cut is. Honestly, like I am, when it comes to steaks, I'm probably the least educated person on the stream. Unless you're a vegan. Yeah, I don't know. It's a taser steak. Can't people just cut the wire? I don't know. I think it would make some really cool grill marks. You know, that little seared wire. I mean, that's what's like bragging rights. My steak has anti-theft grill marks on it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's almost something that should be talked about on the podcast tonight, but we've got other things to talk about there. That's so strange. I can't imagine that HEB, is it HEB? Sure, HEB would ever do that with their steaks. It's only some of them. Like the ones next to it, not locked up. But what price is this? Let's see. This one is a USDA choice, also Angus, right here. Let's zoom in. Come on. Can you zoom in for me? Why can I not zoom? I selected some sort of button somehow. Zoom in over here. That's the part I want to see. See, this one's $31.75 for something steak thins. Steak thins, I guess they're not as desirable. That's New York strip next to that one as well. 100% money back guarantee. But the cheaper one's locked up. I don't know why. It's the HEB, the letters. The letters HEB. Okay, got it. Best grocery store in Texas. Steak's too expensive. It's time to buy a cow. You know, Ivan, maybe you should do grazing with cattle instead of goats. And then when you're done with, when you've grazed them all out, you're done. Then just ship me one of the cows. They lock up Spam in Hawaii at Walmart. Is this a meme? Is that like a joke? Because, seriously, they practically have to give it away everywhere else. My grocery store locks up cans of Spam. There it is. Okay, I was doing that on purpose. HEB. HEB. What does it stand for? It's got to be an acronym if you say the letters. Cows used to be paid for dowries. Grocery store locks up thin gyms. Let's see. Whoa. Who sent me this? Who sent me the Wedgwood? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, someone just sent me. Who is this? I can't see who had sent it. Text me your name because it strips the name off the phone number. Whoever just sent me this Wedgwood embossed Queensware service for $9.64 pieces. Wedgwood is just like the prettiest. Yeah, it's a squirrel moment for sure. But look. Let's see if I can. Okay, I have to turn on Do Not Disturb for just a second so it doesn't show anything if somebody texts me right now. But look, that's beautiful. That design, that whole. Of course, it doesn't want to zoom in. Little white relief pattern design. I've loved Wedgwood for forever. When I was selling on Amazon, and I'd buy stuff on at thrift shops and then sell it online. I always would pick up Wedgwood and milk glass, Fenton milk glass, hobnail milk glass. Those two things. Spam requires proper cooking to give it some texture. Is it not one you can eat raw? Isn't it already cooked? Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts, you deserve, plug your ears. You deserve a little celebratory party noise there. 1 year sobriety today from alcohol and cigarettes. Queen of Hearts, congratulations. Thank you for sharing that with us. That is absolutely awesome. That is an amazing, amazing achievement. And wow, Thank you. That I know a lot of people when they share their sobriety, they're like, "Well, I'm only at this." It's like, no, that's huge. 1 year is massive. 1 year of 1 day at a time achieving sobriety. That's an inspiration. Congratulations for sure. Thank you for sharing. Yes, you should be excited. You should be really excited. That is really neat. You just know that there was one. I'd say this before. There was once a time when 1 day didn't seem possible, right? When 1 day it was all you could do to get through 1 day, and here you are at the year mark. It's an inspiration to everyone who's working towards sobriety. All right, let's see. Reverend Beasy specifically heard that Middleton is retiring at the end of 2026, not this year. Well, he just told the guy in this court that in December he's going to be retiring. He said December he wants to pay it off before he retires. He said that's going to be my last day. But it was 2026. Oh, good. We get him for at least another year. Grocery store named Howard E. Butts. Is this a real grocery store, or is it like there was like a prank movie, like Butt Drugs there was the Butt name, but a drug store, and they called it Butt Drugs or something like that. It's okay. Everyone said 2026. I was not listening then. I apologize. Whew. All right, he said the guy has till the end of 2026 to pay Walmart. That makes more sense because obviously he's in jail. He needs to get on his feet, and that's just a couple months to pay $300. The Simpsons, where they keep ringing Moe's Tavern to give fake names like Mr. Butts. Good pranks, all of those. Butt Drugs is real. That was Rhett and Link before GMM. Yeah, but I think the song they made was like a prank on that a little bit. It's funny. We have a here in the little town of Ayden, North Carolina. We have an old-fashioned pharmacy, like the neighborhood pharmacy, and they just got a big sign, and now they serve like they sell beer and wine and everything. It's like they're like huge sign. So it's all the wellness stuff and then all the alcohol as well. And they're super excited about selling that. We do have a restaurant called Bums. They made the collards that I ate. Bums collards. We used to have a drugstore called Harder Drugs. That's funny. All right. I thought the movie was about the South Hampshire Institute of Technology. Yes, no acronyms there. We have a cremation place out here called Burns. Do you have cranes? I don't have cranes here that I know of. Ours is a drugstore. Ours is a proper drugstore. They also sell fishing equipment. I mean, you can get a postcard for the state. You can ship a UPS package there. You can fill your subscription. They have a soda bar, a little breakfast, like a little cafe inside there. They sell alcohol, pharmacies, and fishing equipment. So a little bit of everything there. But oh my goodness, their prices. I'm sorry, they're not a sponsor, so I can say this. It costs 3 times what Amazon has it for to buy it from them. And I'm fine. I love supporting local, right? I'll go down to Coltrane Hardware and I'll pay $28 for something that Lowe's would sell for $15. But I'm not going to pay $45 for something that Lowe's would sell for $15. There's a limit to what I can do. And I can't click on that. Went to a chiropractor whose last name was Bone Break. So it's a sort of a family business. Yep. We've got Stubbs Prosthetics. Oh my goodness. Good times. And they wanted like $9 for a little jar of salmon eggs. First of all, I didn't know you could buy salmon eggs out here. That's more of like a trout type bait, and we have very few trout on this part of the state. I worked in a hospital with a Dr. Savage. Went to a chiropractor named Andrew Lobax. There's a beauty salon here named Curl Up and Die. We always got a kick out of driving by. I think it was up in Idaho. There was a wrecker company called the Happy Hooker. Come and hook up your car and tow it out for you. Salmon and trout are basically the same species. We have a funeral home called Am I Gone? As long as they don't have a question mark at the end. Did you ever hear the German dermatologist named what? Okay. I'm worried we might get into a joke that I don't want to read. Had a chiro teacher named Dr. Payne. My dentist is Dr. Thrillkill. She is wonderful. We had a Mr. Hooker tow truck in Texas. Paula Mack. I can't read that one. I did, but I can't read it out loud. Just popping up. We're headed to West Yellowstone. Tammy, enjoy West Yellowstone. I camped once right outside West Yellowstone. There's a little campground a mile or two outside of the gate, and we had wolves go through camp at night. That was crazy. That was crazy. Not coyotes, wolves. Let's see. AZ Sun Devil. I'm afraid people are now just going to get me try to read off things that I shouldn't. Hooker Appliances is in Smithfield, Utah. Happy Hooker Appliances. Must be a part of the family chain. Had an art teacher named Art. My chemistry teacher was Jack Hammer. Paula, I believe you. I just can't read it. That's it. My kids took driver's ed from Mrs. Briggs and Stratton. Briggs and Stratton is I think it's an American company. Last I checked, I think it was. They make small engines. I took a small engine repair class, and we were required to bring our own Briggs and Stratton engine for that. Not a Tecumseh, Briggs and Stratton. Now, everyone's wanting to hear what I said earlier. You're going to have to scroll up. You said of a gym called Dang Gym, named after Dr. Dang. Unfortunately, we don't talk about him anymore. It's a lawnmower engine, yeah. Or go-kart engine. Works great for that as well. Went to high school with Christmas Carol. The parents are just mean there. Briggs and Scrap'em. What? No. No, they run forever. They're brilliant. No, they are pretty cheap. Full disclosure, I never got my engine working again. I brought in a working engine, and when I left, it was not working. Didn't know how to fix it. These are good things. These are all good. These are some great jokes as well, which reminds us tonight at 8 p.m. we have the podcast coming up, the Not Relevant podcast, where we talk about things like this. And who is the new mod? It's Cat Herder 333. It's Cat Herder 333. Who is that? Who is Cat Herder 333? I have no idea. Well, we'll see. Maybe, is that Thomas? Thomas doesn't change his name very much. Judge, that's a good name. We know who it is. Okay, well, tell me. So, you sold the bus. Oh, I see. You sold the bus. You bought the cat herd. Sounds great. 6 volts. Good to have you here. How are the glasses working for you? Great. I love them. They're great. But you can see on the side of my can see like this line right here. I've now got a permanent dent right there, which actually helps for keeping them on because the glasses cannot fall off when they're embedded in your head like this. All right. Podcast tonight. I think that's everything we need. We're going to wrap it up. It's just after almost 4:30 right now, so a little bit early. Tomorrow is Friday, last day of the week. We're going to try to find some courts to watch that are not, fingers crossed, are not landlord-tenant issues because those are not fun. But we'll have something for you. And very soon, new cases coming your way right here. Hit the like button on your way out. Thank you very much. Appreciate all of you for being here. Tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love. Smile at someone to make their day just a little bit better. And please stay safe until we go live again tonight at 8 p.m. right here on this channel. Today is my Friday, says Paula Mac. Just in time for quitting time. 6-fold, that's awesome. Good to see you, my friend. Don't you only see red and green? I can see blues, but it takes like the ultraviolet blues out, I think. You can see the reflection in my eyes, like when I do this right here. You can see that that's the color I can't see. That color of blue, because it's bouncing back to you. Gifted memberships. Oh, those were last week, Jen. Last week. We gave those out. It's free to show love, but expensive to hate, so don't do the latter. Peace, peace. AWOL. Love it. You guys have a good night. Thank you to our wonderful mods. Thanks to all of you. You guys be good to each other. We'll see you in a couple hours. Oreos. We have Oreos. 5 different types of Oreos. And I've got 2 gallons of milk. I'm in heaven. I mean, it's going to be the best podcast ever. Sugar Rush. Probably won't sleep tonight. But you guys, we'll see you later. Have a good one.
I'm trying to have court. Don't raise your voice again.
I was kicked back, taking it easy.
What more do you need to see?
There's a lawsuit.